Football League. Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Off play action, Owens. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Owens. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
You almost feel privileged, partner, every time you get to see him run out in the field to start a game, because every game, every snap, you and I both know there's potential to do something special. And that inspires his teammates as well. They know how incredible he is. They want to give Max effort as well.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. The 10-yard line.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow.
Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bulls put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. To the right side and intercepted. And running with power here. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they start in the best of all positions, 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Looking to throw. Nelson. And this is going to be intercepted. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was, or whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You look at this defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
4 yards. First down, Chicago.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Owens. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 43, here's 2nd down and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Owens. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 15 he goes. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's another first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bulls have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, nice move. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now they're a little further behind the 8-ball after the interception led to the touchdown. So a 2-score deficit here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake. Owens. Pressure comes and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Owens. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lindsey. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
16 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down. Owens. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Able to push his way through. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 30-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Owens. And that is incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Owens. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw. Owens. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw. Owens. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Visitors 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bulls offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Off play action. Nelson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Got to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
An inside give, Brown. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Nelson. So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 7.
Operating from the gun, Nelson. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Nelson. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a give left side. Brown with it. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
That's a gain of 8.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bulls have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Oh, able to avoid him. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
A gain of
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Owens. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Still first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Operating from the gun, Owens. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw, Owens. And this is going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how to sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 4. Looking to throw. Nelson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will do it for this first half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Shifts by him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
2nd and 3.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Nelson. And able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Will be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off play action. Nelson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bulls take the opening kickoff for the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Ball carried by number
Unable to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup.
Off the play fake. Owens. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Lindsey. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Here's a give up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Back to throw. Owens. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
It's complete. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Nelson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Looking to throw. Nelson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Nelson. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete.
That's another first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Running right. Here's Brown. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Nelson. Now they go straight. It's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Set to throw is Nelson. From the gun on 3rd down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Nelson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 from the 8. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. On the give, this is the fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bulls look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Well, fullback touchdowns have become rare. We just saw 2 of them by the same guy here.
And if you had him on your fantasy team, I'm hanging out with you now for stock tips.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the gun on 3rd down. Owens. That's going to be caught by Rivers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Owens. It's caught. It's Stewart. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. Owens. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Looking to throw. Owens. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's another 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard. Now the first carry here for the running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Owens. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And able to get this out to the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Nelson. This will be caught by Brown. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And on now is the punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Owens. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Owens. Throw left side complete. That's Carroll. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
That's good for a 1st down.
Looking to throw. Owens. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Owens. To the sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down. Owens. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Owens. And he can't escape, and down he goes. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, Chicago.
Back to throw. Owens. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. This likely a must-have. Third and goal. Operating from the gun. Owens. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
27.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They give it to Brown. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Nelson from the gun, he'll throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Third down. Here's Brown. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard.
2nd and 4. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Gain of 12. First down, Chicago.
Operating from the gun, Owens. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking to throw. Owens. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Owens. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Owens. Looking left sideline. It's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Owens. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Owens. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football.
Result of the play is a turnover.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So it's a win for the home side, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he was in complete control of this offense. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And to be honest, he really made it look easy out there.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week.